Station of my life, I've had somebody that kind of helped me through it. Obviously, like my parents for raising me and all the things they've shown me. When I got to high school, I had a coach, Larry Lester, who poured into me, every Saturday, me and him doing drills, just one-on-one. Then I got to Ohio State, Jim Truss and everything that he taught me was huge. Being around players like John Vilma, Roman Harper, Drew Brees, that just kind of showed me how to be a professional. And then being here, really, this whole locker room, I've been blessed to be able to be called a leader in this locker room, and I don't know if the guys really know how much that means to me, being able to lead them every week. And so really, if I were to tell anybody thank you for this season, it'd be these 52 other guys.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
What's your relationship like with Brian Dawkins?
I mean, he's somebody that's been kind of a mentor to me since I've been here. Obviously, a lot of people try to compare the two. That's a tough shoe to fill, but I mean, he'll watch, the game tape. He'll send me cut-ups and tips and things that I can either add or think about to improve the game. But he tries to do it in a way where, he's not overshadowing what I'm doing. But I mean, he's somebody that I lean on, weekly to get at least a small word, a small piece of advice from, because obviously, he's a Hall of Fame player, and that's what I'm trying to get to.
You mentioned Hall of Fame player. What would it be like to see him go in the Hall of Fame on the eve of you guys playing in the biggest game?
I mean, it'd be awesome. He deserves it, by every measure. And so it'd only be fitting if he got that on the eve of us winning that championship.
When you watch the tape of him, do you ever think of how you sort of emulate the emotional aspect in terms of, obviously he does it at a special level, but it seems like you've brought the closest to Philadelphia since he was here?
I mean, yeah, it's tough to do a comparison. You look at somebody like B-Dog. I mean, the emotion that he brought to the game was something that you don't see every day, and it's even tough to get there. And a lot of it comes from, his personality, his life, what he's been through, what it's taken to get to this point. And so I try not to compare the two. I have my own emotion. I play with passion and excitement because this game is fun. It takes that to play it, especially the safety position. And so sometimes I try not to to watch B-Dog's pregame speeches and the way he played the game, because it's just so hard to even match that I don't want to get in a comparison game.
Even from a style of playing standpoint, where both of you were a jack of all trades, where you guys to do everything on the field with the corner background being transitioned to safety.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely, the versatility is something that I've looked at. I've watched his tape, over and over to see what parts of his game I could kind of put into mine or weave into my own abilities. The biggest thing, that I've been able to take from B-Dog, especially this year, is just how every play is looking for an opportunity to impact the game, whether it's to punish the guy with the ball or it's take the ball away in a bunch of ways that I really hadn't thought about. And so it's just that awareness of every situation, how you can impact the game with simple things like a form tackle. I've been able to kind of work on this year.
How surreal is it that tomorrow you guys will be together at the NovaCare Complex for the last time as a team this season and depart for Minnesota?
It's exciting. It's definitely, when you first think about it, it's a little surreal because you've worked so long and you talked about this so much over the last year that now we're finally here. But then that light switch is on, like, well, yeah, we earned the right to be here. And so it's not really a surprise. And, we're looking forward to capitalizing the moment, enjoying the moment, and obviously preparing to get this championship.
What does it feel like when you win the ultimate game?
It's great. I mean, everybody, you work all year. Some guys, you go your whole career without having an opportunity at all. And then to win it, is something like you can't even describe. Something I've felt, and a few other guys have felt, but something this city hadn't felt. Something a lot of these guys on this team, have been their whole career without even an opportunity. So right now we're focused on doing everything we can to make sure when we walk back in that locker room, we got something to celebrate.
One of the challenges of the Super Bowl that's different from other games is the pregame and the halftime.
Yep.
What do you tell guys about how to handle those times to make sure that they don't get too hyped or play the game too early, so to speak?
treat it like any other game. I mean, it really is not. It really isn't that big a deal. The pregame is the same exact thing. We go out, we warm up as a team, we go through the same routine. Just probably more people, more media around the field, but nothing's different. The halftime is extended. There's nothing. We don't have to go out and do anything. It's just an extended halftime. So don't make it a bigger deal than it really is.